Hey guys, and welcome to yet another one of my Legion DD2 patch reaction videos. This time I'm going to do it in English again, because I've received quite a bit of positive feedback for doing so in my last video. So yeah, I decided to, well, why not? I already have my stream in German, so I might as well do these in English. Like, most Germans are able to speak and understand English anyway, so I figured it wouldn't hurt. If you really don't like that, please let me know in the comments below. But until I hear like outrageous comments about please do it in German again, I'm going to do this in English from now on, because I really don't mind actually. So yeah, let's have a look at the patch. It's just a small one. It's patch 1.78a. So there's likely not much to be seen. This is the apparently this is the last patch before our big announcement next week. Or what makes sense. So we have like 1 week ish free time now where we can start the changes. I kind of like that. I was actually just surprised to hear about another patch because I felt like I just arrived in the current one. So I hope there isn't too many big changes. Let's see. Main menu improvements. Well, that sounds good. New patch notes representation. Oh, damn, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Wave 13 meta nerf. Wow, the spoilers are real. Oh wait, no, this is the last patch. Okay, never mind. Options and store buttons replaced with button icons in the bottom left. Okay. So they are less visible now. Well, it didn't make sense to have it in the first place because it was not implemented yet, but I guess they wanted to show people that they have it or that it's planned in the future. And because I've heard quite a bit of questions regarding this, no, this game is never going to be pay to win. In the store are only going to be visual things like skins and shit like that. So it's not going to affect the game whatsoever. Text size, okay. Well, that makes sense. Post-game stats. Ooh, not just Legions, but okay, that's pretty good. MVP score now takes into account pressure applied to opponent via saves. Well, that's interesting. I'm curious to see how that works out. But in the end, I don't really care about MVP score too much anyway. I think it's very misleading and it's not a very healthy thing to have, in my opinion, because lots of times especially newer players will look at the stats and be like, oh, I was MVP, I did everything right, my team did the most mistakes and I have nothing to improve. But that's not true. Like, just because you got MVP doesn't mean you were performing the best on your team. It's just like when you play League of Legends, for example, and you have a good KDA. Well, does that mean you did everything right? Absolutely not. Just because you have a better KDA than someone else does not mean that you like, you know what I mean? Did more to win the game or did more to avoid a loss or whatever. Anyway, dynamic recommended value. Okay, recommended value now increases if your attacker is saving. Ooh, okay. Well, that's pretty interesting for new players, I guess. Like, I don't really have a look at recommended values too much. Just like I never show have this shown because I don't need it, but it's pretty good for new players, I guess. Recommended value is only meant to be a guideline. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Like with some units, you can obviously hold with way less value, while with others, you might need more. But it's good that we have a recommended value, I guess. So undeploy confirmation. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I really like that. Okay, so like even I and pretty much every player out there, I think, has come to the point where he accidentally sold a unit and was like, oh no, not like this. So yeah, that's pretty good. If only playing fighters with a total value greater than 100 or selected unit. Okay, that's pretty good. So you'll be asked for confirmation if it's like above 100 value. This does not apply for, well, that makes sense. Yeah, if you just previously purchased them, it does not ask for confirmation. Like, why would it? Yeah, that also makes sense for those who use it. So when a wave has passed, it's not going to be shown here anymore. Game balance. Oh, okay. Wow, that's okay. That's quite a bit, actually. I didn't expect that much. League bounty. Now moderately more punishing to league late game and slightly less punishing to league very early in the game. Oh, so it's time to push some more workers, huh? More or less unchanged. Wait, oh, never mind. Maybe I should read the entire fucking sentence before I react to it, huh? Bounty to leaker. 45 scaling to 0 on wave 16. It's now changed to 48 scaling to... Oh, well, it does make a difference now. it does make a difference. But wait, they say it's unchanged on 1 to 10. So does it like accelerate after 10 or? That's not very clear. I would like if you actually saw the scaling on each wave. So now all I know is, like, this is confusing. Here it says it's unchanged from waves 1 to 10, but here it says it previously started at 45% to the leaker, and now it's 48% to the leaker. So that is changed, isn't it? Bounty to opposing team, 50% scaling to 95% on wave 16, accelerating to 120%. Holy shit, okay. Oh, wait, no, that was previously, right? Oh, yeah. All games never go that long usually, so. 47. Okay. So in the early game, the enemy gets slightly less, but in the end, it scales up quite a bit. Yeah, as I said, doesn't really matter too much. At least in high elo, it does not, because most games don't go like past 16, 17. Sometimes they go to 19, but I haven't actually seen a game go to 20 in quite a few patches now. Which I don't mind at all, by the way. Making the opposing team leak most of wave X only to be 100 to 0. Well, I don't think this is going to make it less likely to happen, but let's see. So the king got buffed a little bit, and it's now smarter about targeting bosses. Well, that does make sense, because it was often the case that, especially on 15, if the mini bosses were like full HP, the boss kind of ignored them and then killed the small ones, which is not a good thing to do. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that works out. This is not too much, but I'm sure it will have some sort of impact, right? Those changes also always don't sound like much, but they kind of change a lot, actually. Growth. Okay, so Ranger. Oh, wait, so we don't have tank Rangers anymore. That's very sad. Damage also goes down. The damage. Holy shit, wait. Wait a second. So the damage amplification goes up. Okay. Interesting. That's very interesting. That makes it super fucking strong in combination with like Zeus, right? Like Zeus plus Ranger is like pretty damn good now, especially on like 16. Can also help a lot on 6 though, when you have Pyro, Zeus, and Ranger. That can help quite a bit. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Definitely. Okay, so also less HP, a little bit less damage. 5 going up to 10, and the slow goes up to 20. Okay. That's very interesting, actually. I like those changes. Like, previously they were pretty much only good on boss waves, and after that they were, yeah, okay. Like, you could mass them for wave 19, but it's not the most ideal thing to do. And like on 13, they had a spot with like fast hitting towers like Zeus. But in like swarm waves, it was very unlikely that the Rangers actually attacked what you were attacking. So yeah, I don't know. It's probably not going to change too much, but we'll have to check out. Mercenaries, Centaur. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so Centaur is a lot more tanky now, but does a lot less damage. Too much of Centaur's power dependent on whether it was targeted at the beginning or at the end. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Like if you sniped it at the start, it made a huge fucking difference. But if you ignored it, you were pretty much fucked. So yeah, that's interesting. That might actually bring Forsaken back on board, but we'll have to see. Like it's quite a heavy damage nerf, right? Especially considering that this damage is also like AoE. I think it was 50% or something, or 25. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so 15 got buffed and 16 got slightly nerfed. Well, that's not going to change too much, I think, but like 15 was already a good send sometimes. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Some interesting changes. It's, as I said, it's not going to be much, like it was just a minor patch, but yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's not a bad patch at all. So yeah, that's it. Alright, so most likely we'll have to wait 1 week now until we get the big announcement. I'm very curious. I think it will have something to do with the new Legion. I hope so, at least. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And thank you all for watching. And yeah, as I said before, if you don't want these to be in English, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, see ya in Legion, right? Have a good one.